Let me put y'all in a little game. When I was younger, I used to loathe the statement, well, you're just really intimidating. I used to hate it. I was like, why does no one hit on me? Why does no one come up to me in the club when I'm at a restaurant, when I'm out by myself, taking myself on a date? Ain't nobody coming up to me. Ain't nobody hitting on me. Let me tell you, at 27 years old, it is the best gift I could ever fucking ask for, okay? And let me tell you why. As much as y'all like to say that men are super...
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I set my bed, my couch, and I discuss things in the most tasteful manner without bashing anyone, without coming across as though I am mean. I come humble and concise, and I just want to give my opinion. And then in the beginning, what I used to do is just these things without even showing my face, because I felt it was so unnecessary. Okay? But now, YouTube said you cannot just teach people stuff, okay? We want to see you. We want to hear you. We want to feel you. We want to, you understand? Without further ado, let's hop into the video. Now guys, when you're a woman, I learned this late in my life, unfortunately. I think because my dad died when I was very young, and he was very young himself, I just needed someone to fill that void of not having a father in my life anymore. And because my father and I just used to be so close, we used to be so close, and I cannot close there's a way I say words, but never mind. We used to be so close, and I was just heartbroken when he left. And I know that it was my first heartbreak that I felt without him, and that sort of like developed a pick-me tendency that I would have as a child. And I saw it in my earliest relationship, and men use that to manipulate you as a woman, to just say, well, this is how you see yourself, so I'm just gonna capitalize on this and make you feel even worse about yourself for as long as I can, so that I can extract what I want from you. And I feel like as I've been growing up, men don't want that much labor with women. They want women that can control. And then I'm asking myself, since you want a woman that you can control, then why do I even need you in my life? Because when I'm with you, all my energy, all my life force just seems to focus in building us, while you're thinking individually. Think about yourself, thinking about the next woman that you're gonna see. So what this woman is talking about resonates with me, because when you're intimidating, girls who are like her, who are intimidating, hardly ever get played on, because believe me, people know who they can play with, whether they're men or women. They know because of the energy that you show. And people really want us as low as possible, especially as black people. They want us as low as possible so that they can exploit. And we can see it with our countries, okay? We can see it with that. But without further ado, guys, I feel like I'm gonna be mumbling for too long, and we're not getting into the juice of the meat. Okay, so without further ado, let's dump. Okay, just dump it already.
Let me put y'all in a little game. When I was younger, I used to loathe the statement, well, you're just really intimidating. I used to hate it. I was like, why does no one hit on me? Why does no one come up to me in the club when I'm at a restaurant, when I'm out by myself, taking myself on a date? Ain't nobody coming up to me. Ain't nobody hitting on me. Let me tell you, at 27 years old, it is the best gift I could ever fucking ask for, okay? And let me tell you why. As much as y'all like to say that men are stupid, let me tell you one thing about men. Men know who they can play with and fuck around on, okay? As an intimidating woman, I don't get fucked around on or played I might have got played like twice in my entire life out of the 10 years I've been dating, okay? It is a biggest fucking blessing in disguise. Is it annoying when I go with my girlfriends and I'm sitting there and we're all having a good time and then all the guys are going up to my other girlfriends? Yes, duh. But it means that I'm unfuckwittable, okay? And I'll take that any day over the shit that my girlfriends be fucking complaining about and crying about. And this guy didn't do this and this guy cheated and cannot relate, because the way that I present myself out in public, I always walk with my shoulders back and my head high, serious ass face. And I smile at anybody who smiles at me first, but I'm not walking around with a little sedity happy smile on my face. No, I'm walking around with a serious face. And then I'm kind to people that are kind to me. Very fucking simple. But men know who the fuck they can play with. That's why being intimidating is a good thing. And men can call you a bitch. Look, the right man is not going to find your intimidation unattractive. He's gonna find it amazing and like a challenge. Or, men like challenges or shit, whatever. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. So, who cares about being intimidating? It's frustrating, yes. Being intimidating just wards off the weirdos and the players and stuff. So, count yourself lucky, okay?
Now, she didn't lie a single time in that video. Sometimes you're the reason why that certain man is not picking you, but that's not necessarily a bad thing in this case. It's actually the thing that's been saving you, and he knows why he's not in the first place. He is not blind in any sense of the word. Matter of fact, he very much sees you. You're just not impressionable enough to mold. This is why in some cases your crush is not really intimidated by you, especially if you've seen he has no problems talking to other women in your experience around him. If he's messed with your whole friend group or women around you and hasn't gotten to you yet, he just knows what he can't get away with. So I find it funny when some women say, what does that girl have that I don't have? I'll tell you what she doesn't have: discernment and common sense. And all of his homies in the club are watching from the sidelines, seeing this dumpster fire unfold before their very eyes just as much as you are. Only difference is you weren't present in their conversation to know why he's really talking to that girl. Sometimes the man that you're yearning for just notices the spine that you have for yourself. It's ultimately too much work for a man that desires short-term companionship with you to diminish you and break you down. Your gut has inadvertently saved you up until this point, and it's time you start acknowledging it. When you see the outcome of other women that he's given the time of day to over you, and you're sitting there wondering why her happiness with him was so short-lived and didn't work out, I want you to reflect back on the type of person that you are and what you do and don't tolerate. And most importantly, the boundary that you set for yourself before you even knew he existed. On most of those occasions, that's actually the thing that's propelling them away. What you think is good for you really isn't what you need, hence why he's not approaching. Sometimes it is you subconsciously keeping him away from you, but that's not a problem if you just understand what you won't tolerate, especially if what you won't tolerate is very rooted in reality. In this case, it wasn't a bad thing to keep him away because his intent wasn't serious in the first place, especially when his kryptonite is a woman that knows herself. The reason he chooses people isn't rooted in longevity. You just haven't been around him long enough to realize it. And why would he hang around you if you're not gullible? That's the point. Last time I checked, men who intend on pursuing you long term often take women who aren't gullible seriously. They don't want to take a woman who's easily manipulated seriously because the next guy who has as much or more than him can do the same. So why isn't he approaching you again? Question the intent. And at times, the loudest man in the club gets depicted as the boldest when in actuality, he just has the most time with less to lose. Especially if the setting is a setting that he wouldn't look for a wife in. What you think you want isn't really what you need, and your instincts are telling you that. Life has conditioned you to have that instinct. I want to remind you, a good chunk of those men at those events and clubs don't mind sleeping with women they're not even remotely attracted to. The whole plan was just not to leave empty-handed. So they'll take what they can get. He's the one that does the obtaining, so he has to know what women want to hear. But his delivery will sound cliche to any woman who doesn't hold their expectations low. This should be a sign. Not to mention these environments that they reside in often harbor low expectations, especially for him. All it takes for him is being the right guy for the right girl, and his 15th attempt at a night may look like the first. His 5% effort may look like 80 if she's giving choosing signals already. And it's definitely 5% now because he's never as sharp as when he came there unless he was just warming up.
It's very simple though. The things that a lot of y'all be putting up with, what y'all be letting slide, the toxic back and forth and all that, that's only really occurring because he knows that he can get away with it. He knows that you're the type of girl that will sit there and actually argue and go back and forth with him for real. Who will literally give him the benefit of the doubt even if he's completely wrong. And I need y'all to take it from me. I promise y'all, not every girl is about to do that. Like, it's not about to go that way. Even with me, there was certain girls I wouldn't even have thought, even came close to thinking about playing around with, because I knew the type of girl that they were. The more toxic your situation is, the dumber he thinks you are. That's it, and that's all. There's no weird theory. There's no long explanation out. That's it.
A woman making men intimidated and a man's confidence goes hand in hand. Let me explain. A man that sees your demeanor, your aura, the way you walk, the way you talk, right? The way you dress, and he's just loving it, and his confidence isn't backing down. He's still gonna pursue you. Other men, they get scared. The boys, they intimidated. The boys, ooh. She got on Dior perfume, I can't handle her. But another man, a man, ooh, what's that smell? Give it to me. I'ma pursue her. Not chase. I'ma pursue her. Right? I'm not intimidated because I know I can handle her. But the boys, they hate it. But why do you hate it as a woman?
Let's talk about it, ladies. And the crazy thing is she's right, because boys, they'll play around with you. Especially if they know you're a girl who loves hard, they know you're not about that life, you don't want to do all that extra stuff. They will legit take advantage of that. But a girl that they know is on their level, that can be straight, downright grimy, they won't even approach those girls to try to get with those girls. Because they know they're not going to get love, they're not going to get what they want to get, because that girl has the same mindset as them. So they attack women who they know want a man that's going to love them. They go after those women, because they know they can easily manipulate those women's mind with words. But somebody who on the same level with you, with the same path, no. They know they can't get over them. That's why they pick and choose who they know who to hurt. Like, oh, well, he don't try that with that girl because you know what it is. Y'all not gonna listen.
I was tagged in this and she right. You think us men just out here playing with all these women's feelings? Absolutely not. Y'all women are crazy. Some of you will kill us if we play in your face a little too much. Ladies, I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it like this, and I don't mean it in a bad way. If all you come across is men that play in your face, you need to do a self-reflection. Because to be honest, these men see you, and they see a goofy. All due respect. There has to be a reason why all these men try to be slick, because you too nice. I'm going to put it this way, sweetheart. If his words never matching his actions, he not the one for you, and he try to play games with you. You see how some of these women getting flowers, doors opened up, they man doing above and beyond because they know they woman is not something to play with. Don't be listening to all that sprinkle whatever she wanna got going on. A man will show you if he likes you with action, not words.